Let me share.
I'm just watching a cat video. Oh my goodness.
How the fuck do I share this stuff?
Oh, this cat
Let me share.
I'm working a cat for this.
You guys give me just a second. Hey guys. I just decided that I'd come on here for a little bit. I never do live streams. And I was like, I have free time, so. I do lives every once in a while. Hi, Crazy Panda. Hey, Miss Voorhees, good morning. Good morning, Moody, thank you. Hey, Deanna, I'm sorry. I don't have my... Do you know where my glasses are?
I have no idea where your glasses are.
Oh, thank you. It's very vibrant, right?
I've not seen your glasses.
I've been good, Joey. How are you? Hey, Donna. Hey, Jen. Hey, Melanie. How are you guys going? How are you guys going? How are you guys doing this morning? I can't see. Get Nick to give me my glasses. God, this is why I don't wear my glasses in videos and stuff, because I hate to see the reflection. It's crazy. Another mass hole here saying hello. Hey, Leah. So, you guys, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about Michaela Nogueira, and I've seen people saying that this clip has been taken out of context and that Michaela doesn't deserve hate. And I agree. I don't think that she really deserves hate where people are like bashing her, talking about her looks and things. That's not conducive to like getting any of this like resolved and her understanding how what and understanding what she said was fucked up. Like it was tone deaf as fuck. I just had to say that. It's super annoying seeing these people like defend her in this way. Good morning, Wacky. Haley. Yeah, try being an influencer for a day. She hasn't been posting for 4 days. Hope, like, I honestly, you guys, you know, I deal with like mental health issues myself, and with everything I've been going through, if I can sit here and I can fucking pull my life together, Michaela can deal with some people being nasty to her on the internet.
Let's be real. She probably got some advice from another influencer that she kisses ass of, and like, don't post for a few days, and then you come back. Make sure you address it, and make sure you show a little tear and seem like you're sad. Like, that's what's gonna fucking happen.
We're talking about Michaela Nogueira. And, you know, honestly, like, a lot of people root for her and a lot of people follow her blindly. I'm not saying that Michaela's a bad person. I'm saying that she says really tone-deaf things. And it comes off as ungrateful because for someone that hasn't even really been able to work due to their circumstances, like, I could be on here bitching and complaining, but I'm not. Because I have a very easy job. This job that I have, I'm very lucky because if I was not a social media influencer or if I didn't do YouTube full time, my life would have been like way more hell than it already was, right?
Okay, but you know what? I have to chime in again.
Okay.
You know what the point is, though, with all this?
Hey, Bonnie.
Is that Michaela's sitting there bitching about try to be an influencer on video. She left negative comments to Jacqueline.
Hey,
she probably left them to Manny and other people about, oh, it must be so nice to be rich and just post videos all day, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
She's experiencing it. So you know what? You're getting exactly what you gave
She
to her.
planted that seed. Like, everybody's forgetting the comment. They're like, oh, it's like years ago. Like, well, I mean, it came true for her, and now she has what she was bitching about Jacqueline Hill having, right? I feel like people are blurring the lines between critiquing her, editing her body and facial features to concerning degrees, being nasty about her. Like, she's a pretty girl. There's no need. No, I agree, Leah. Like, even if someone didn't think that she was pretty, I'm not saying she's not, but even if they did think that, them injecting that into the conversation about her being tone deaf isn't really helping anything. So that needs to stop. Like, that's crazy. Have a good day, Claudia. They said, just sit down and join Nick. Nick actually filmed a vlog last night. Kind of want to dig through all the other influencers' old posts and see how many different people she was commenting on back then. I've tried, like, it's very hard to do with, like, Instagram, and apparently, like, Instagram was her thing. Some people just be staying tone deaf. Like, nope, like, that's what people don't understand. Like, we're not, like, dragging her or like not critiquing her because she's successful. We're all like glad that she's successful. It's just that with the amount of success she has, when people are out here starving and homeless, it just doesn't make sense for her to be complaining. Like, try being an influencer for a day. Like, I have the same vampire red in my hair. I also love that color. It's a really good color. I was kind of shook by it. I don't know if it's a good color for me, but I do like the color. Right, Liberty Chick. Like, I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to feel like I can relate to someone to like them. It helps, but I really just like
If
ungrateful.
I was getting paid
Fuck it.
$80,000,
$85,000 allegedly.
$85,000 a fucking video to film a 3-minute video, which it takes longer to film. I understand that. You would not hear me bitching about nothing
Right?
online.
Right?
And you know what? If she
Hey,
wants
Nola.
to bitch about it, guess what? She has a fiance.
Mhm.
Bitch to him. Shit.
Oh, can I bitch to you about my problems?
You do.
I do. Can you sell me real quick? I love Manic Panic products. Red is Manic Panic really is good. My only complaint, like Arctic Fox, I feel like Manic Panic is way more vibrant, but Arctic Fox doesn't run in the shower. This shit, when I take a shower, it looks like I murdered someone. It's crazy. Hey, Belinda. I love to get paid well to make videos and post. And that's exactly what people are like. They're just glossing over that. Like, there's people starving, there's people without power, there's people living in the street, squalor. And Michaela just bought a new house, but this video that shows how ungrateful she was, and people were like, this is like 2 years ago. Even if it was 2 years ago, that was still like mid-pandemic, so she was still living a better life than 99.99% of people.
But that makes it even fucking worse.
Of course.
It worse because she had just gotten out of a 9-to-5 job.
Exactly. So I mean,
like when Jacqueline
and she worked at
disconnected,
Ulta. You know how hard it is to work at
It's been
Ulta.
fucking years. She's been doing this since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
I have a friend that is a manager at Ulta, and I know that it's not. What the hell is in my hair? It's not easy in any retail. Hell, any job with the public is not easy. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just people wanting her to be more appreciative of what she has. You know what I mean? When there's so many people like dealing with like death and like having no money and having no food to feed their fucking kids. Like, that's my complaint. Like, it's tone deaf. Anyway. Hey, Blake. We did not get the fucking house. She's a rat with a little perspective. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. I don't know if it was in the same tone or whatever, but I instantly thought of like Tammy Slayton. Try being my size, Amy. You don't know how it is. Thank you, Diana. When I had vulnerable customers at work, I should have said that to them. Homeless, in debt, try being an influencer. Could you imagine? Hey, Salem. Yay, I caught the live. Oh, hey, Sierra. My favorite hair dye system is Sparks. The color is so vibrant and it doesn't wash out quick. I use the blue from it. I've never heard of that. There was I got this at Sally's, but you can get Manic Panic anywhere. And I was there was this stuff in like this. It looked like a squeeze-it bottle. I wanted to try, and then I like saw how red this was, so I went with this.
Y'all, at $85,000 a video, do you think she's giving honest reviews?
Why don't you just make a video about it?
No, she's not.
I'm disabled and unable to work. Being an influencer would be great for me. Exactly. Like, that's why it's so tone deaf. Like, there's so many people that, like, literally, my friend Deborah, I promise you guys, follow Deborah. She is so freaking funny. Like, there's so many people out here that would love to be influencers. And I was telling her the other day, there's people that get on here and they work for years. Literally years. And they never get a break. They never get a shout out. They never have anyone help them. And their channels, they just don't grow. So Michaela was very, like, she was very lucky that her TikTok took off the way that it did. You know what I mean? And there's people out here that work on social media for years and don't ever gain a following at all. And I was telling my friend Deborah that you guys have got to go watch her video where she talks about her friend being catfished. Oh my god. Every job is difficult on its own way. Even being an influencer, however, being an influencer has many more privileges and wage opportunities that most doesn't.
Her whole house was decorated by Crate and Barrel, y'all.
See, I didn't even know that. Like, obviously, I'm at the low end tier of being an influencer. I wouldn't even say that I'm an influencer. I'm just someone that got lucky because I'm not the bitch. But now, like, even without me working, as much as I normally do, I'm able to still pay all of my bills, and I'm so freaking grateful for that. Because if I had to work a regular job and deal with the house burning down and doing all that stuff, like mentally, it would not work for me. So, like, I'm. It makes me upset. It bothers me to my soul when somebody like Michaela comes across as ungrateful as she has. Like, her circumstances are so like uncomparable to like 99.9% of people. At this point, it's like, even though the Kardashians, I said it like her, the Kardashians have they have an infinite amount of money at this point. Basically, Michaela's the same. Like, she's living in a world where money fixes problems. Like, a lot of people say money doesn't fix everything, and it may not, but it's a lot easier to cry in a fucking BMW than it is like a cardboard box. And that's what blows my mind about it. Hey, Hermit the Frog. It's just not her classless attitude. It's the fact that she forgot where she came from not very long ago. Exactly. Oh, thank you. I think it's D. I don't want to say your name wrong. Hey, Iris. That's like one of the things I do. Like, I'm pretty good at like copying people's voices. There's this one YouTuber that I can sound just like. Kind of funny. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Oh, okay, Mallory. Thank you, Wild Steel. We're doing the best that we can, obviously, with the set of circumstances that we have right now. We're making the best of it. Thank you, Dottie. Money does go to people's heads. It does. It's very easy to let something like that happen when you make $85,000 a TikTok. What ring light? I'm not using a ring light. It's windows in front of me. But I use the Elgato ring light. What was the name of the wipes you used to clean the edges of your hairline? Color Killer wipes. They're still right here. Color Killer wipes. They're really good. It's so hard to grow followers. Like, yeah, and a lot of the word on the street is allegedly she makes $85,000 a TikTok. Well, I'm praying for you guys to find a home soon. Well, thank you, Belinda. We need it. Like, honestly, the house we're in now, I actually kind of really like. So, please, no, but obviously, it's not a permanent fix. It's Airbnb. People don't know we have that accent here. The accent she is trying to do is not Boston. And I don't even really get the point of dragging her over the accent. If she wants to embellish or whatever, it's my opinion she does. Like, who cares, right? If that's what helps her grow, whatever. If that's what helps her make her be different, great. Whatever, who cares? But don't act like your life is so hard when literally you're making what people make in a year for a fucking up to a 3-minute video. Like, stop that. 85,000, like, a lot of people don't even make $85,000 a year. Hell, a lot of people don't even make $50,000 or $60,000 a year. And you're making that for one video. Like, tell me about it. I've been doing YouTube for 3.5 years and just got to 1K. No, it's super hard. Like, people don't understand that. Like, it's really hard to come up on social media. So anytime that I talk to people that like are not familiar with like YouTube, like they're familiar, I think everybody knows what YouTube is, but and I tell them, I'm like, you can make like really good money, like they're just blown away. But there's a lot of people that will never have that opportunity. Oh, thank you, Katie. Here's my 2 cents. Thank you. you know, like the beauty space is totally different than it was 5 years ago, 6 years ago when I started talking about all this crazy shit. Like, there's so many people now, and like it's hard to find a varying opinion. It's like everybody either loves this thing or they all hate it. There's like never anybody that's in between that like is a like they're afraid to just be completely honest. I feel like we're getting back into the old beauty days because there's a lot of people, especially on TikTok, that do not disclose sponsored videos. It's nuts. I respect influencers for their work. It's a lot of effort. I'm also aware that it's a lot of luck. Oh, and that's what I was getting to. I was telling my friend Deborah that like literally YouTube's like the lottery. Like you can hit it, you can put a video up and you can hit and you can do really well, or you can flop. Like there's only a certain amount of control you have when it comes to like social media and becoming an influencer. Is it against guidelines YouTube to not disclose? It's not just YouTube guidelines. Like if you don't disclose sponsored videos, that's an FTC issue, and that's like literally what the call out community and the drama channels started doing back in the day. That's like how all of our channels blew up. We were calling people out for doing shady shit. You try that Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin muffin yet? I don't. I'm not the biggest fan of pumpkin. She was complaining that she wasn't finished until 5 p.m. I get up at 6 and I'm not done until midnight, and I just do Sims videos. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, hey, Kelly. Wonder if they've ever told Jacqueline Hill you need to disclose more. Oh, God. Jacqueline's been called out like numerous times for that. Laura Lee's been called out for it. Who else? Nikki Tutorials. I think Nikita's been called out for it, like not disclosing. It used to be rampant. Anybody really can? There are many people who love different things. No, you can become an influencer. You can make content, but what I'm saying is like it's very hard to get noticed, especially like if you like. I agree. There's a niche for everyone. Like if you're into something, you can find somebody else that's into it. It's just that like the way the algorithm and stuff works. Like it's very hard to grow on social media. Peter calls our jawline every time. Who's crying? Crypto. Oh yes, indeed. I've been doing it for over 2 years. Hi Dustin, love your channel, and this is my first time in your live, and I've enjoyed it. You're speaking facts about YouTube and being an influencer. Thank you for the insight. Oh well, thank you. Come get the commentary. This commentary. Thank you. Oh God, like I agree. It's hard to get a following unless you're a family channel. I really just don't understand how family channels get pushed the way they do. On my way to work, hard working single mama here, my job never ends. Exactly. Like, oh, thank you, Jessica. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Renelle. I need to get caught up on your videos, Renelle. I haven't had a chance to really watch any. I hope you guys are okay with the house and everything. Oh, thank you, Chi-Town. You guys, look at this shirt that I got at Marshall's. It's Beavis and Butthead. I used to sneak and watch this when my parents were asleep. I would go into the living room and turn the TV all the way down and put my ear right up next to the TV to listen to Beavis and Butthead. Did you see that Ned from the Try Guys is allegedly cheating on his wife? I think Spillsash posted a video about it, but I haven't got to watch it yet. I was never really into the Try Guys, though, so I don't know the first thing about them. Thank you, Tori. Love the hair, sending y'all my love. Oh, thank you. All things houseplants. Use the same vape I do. I'm trying so hard to quit. Listen, it took everything in me after this fire not to smoke. I kept telling Jen, I'm like, girl, I'm going to go buy a pack of cigarettes. Like, I really want a cigarette. And I haven't. But I love this thing. I just saw the video, and honestly, I'm shocked because it has the my wife guy. so badly to make gaming content, but I have no idea recording camera. Like, listen, I bought a gaming computer because I wanted to like maybe use like gameplay footage for like videos and stuff. I still can't figure that shit out, and I edit YouTube videos, but I guess it's because that's like on Windows. Like it's a lot to learn how to do stuff. Thank you, Stella. I don't want to say your name wrong. Elf bars are so addictive. I have the sour. You know what? I have that one's in the kitchen. I have the sour apple one. I used to sneak and watch it too. I thought I'd get the guillotine if I got caught. No, I loved Beavis and Butthead. I'm 10 months into quitting cigarettes. You got this. They left early. Dustin, I love my vape way more than smokes. I used to smoke 25 years. I smoked from the time I was 16 until I quit last December. She could definitely afford an editor if she complains about how long it takes. Listen. If you're making $85,000 allegedly per TikTok, and you're complaining about getting off at 5:19, and you just finished editing or whatever, hire a fucking editor. Like, oh, thank you, Julie. Oh my god, every time I get an elf bar, my vape dude refuses. Keep vaping, no smoking. I'll quit soon again. I want my son to see. This definitely helped. Yeah, because this door to the garage is so squeaky. I need a cadaver jaw, and I'm much happier with a vape pen. That's not a surgery I'm willing to have. I'm smoking 30 years. I'm smoking 30 years. I'm having issues stopping. Listen, this isn't like medical advice or anything like that, but like vaping is the only thing that helped me. I don't know if that's something you want to try or whatever, but look into it. I'm not saying that it's even any better for you, but I feel better. Maybe it's a sign that I should quit. Been seeing a bunch of different stuff regarding that recently. Love the content lately. Keep it up. Thank you. I actually have a video, like a whole script and timeline put together for a video about a country singer that passed away. And I used to like really be into her music. And I thought about like making it, but I'm like, I don't know if anybody will be into it. Denise says, hey, Nick. Just started taking some meds to help. Oh, sorry. But hubby smoked 3 packs a day and finally quit by vape. Damn. I used to smoke a pack a day. I couldn't imagine smoking 3 packs a day. That's a lot of money, too. That's at least like $40, right? No, not 40. Like 30. That's a lot of money in one day for cigarettes. Oh, thank you, N.S. Anderson. Oh, God, Mr. Dustin, my lung. Doctor said my lungs look amazing. I've not had pneumonia since I started vaping. Oh, well, okay, cheers to that. Iris Beauty says, hey, Nick. Hey, Diesel.
Hey.
Rather take the sport to the eyeball than ever go back to retail. No, honestly, like... You know what? Like retail, like I thrived in a retail environment because I know how to talk to people, and I'm not just gonna let anybody talk to me any kind of way. But the hardest job I had was when I worked at the call center for the cable company. That was difficult. That was hard because people will just say anything to you, and like you have to stay poised, and you can't like retort, and that is very difficult for me. I haven't watched Dahmer yet. I was gonna start watching it last night when Nick fell asleep and he was like beside me snoring.
I was not.
You were. And I was like, no, I'll just wait and watch it with him. But I thought about like watching that and like taking notes and like recapping it because I've always been fascinated by Jeffrey Dahmer. Weird ass guy. Hey, Stephanie. Not into smoking, but I'm debating on trying out CBD gummies for anxiety, like Sunday Scaries. No, you should try, look up Kendall Ray's CBD line. It's really good. Sorry. Vaping saved my lungs. Sending love to you and Nick. Tell Nick we miss him. Oh, tell Nick we miss his beautiful face. Casey said that. They miss your beautiful face. He filmed a vlog last night. In the EU will let you vape cheap and they pay all the medical bills. I promise you it's not bad for you as bad. Damn, I can't see. Oh, that's what I. Okay, you guys, I'm tripping. But like, I didn't know that in like Europe, you can't like these flavors. Like, apparently, you can't get like flavored like nicotine vapes though. That's what Paige told me. I moved, but I used to pass Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood home all the time in my hometown. Same house he murdered his alleged first victim. Oh my god. I saw a TikTok last night where this person was going through their like dad's stuff and they found his like yearbook and Jeffrey Dahmer was in it.
Oh my.
I don't mind the taste of edibles, honestly, because I like smoking.
I wonder if anybody I went to high school with turned out to be a murderer.
Well, you know, they say like statistically, like the odds in your life you'll pass by like a serial killer like 6 times or something like that.
I'm sure. Especially on these apps that those kids get on.
You can't get flavors in New Jersey either. That's crazy. When I was like 17, 16, 17, my mom used to get these cigarettes called Dream cigarettes. And they would be like flavored. They would have like cherry cordial flavor, French vanilla, all this different stuff. Like I miss those things. What do you mean you can't get flavored Nick vapes? Of course you can. Paige told because I showed her my vape and she said you can't get like the flavors. I made THC gummies. They are yummy. I went to school with a kid that ended up murdering his mom. That's crazy. I went to school with well, I was actually friends with this guy, and his dad murdered him.
That doesn't count.
When I don't know if I've ever told this story, but my sister used to date this guy. My sister was a lesbian, so I mean, obviously, this was like her cover. But she dated this guy, and like after they broke up, he and his friend murdered his new girlfriend, and the other guy murdered his girlfriend, and they buried him in this their grandparents' backyard. And my sister was like, she dated him all throughout high school. Like this man was over. I remember being a kid and him being in our house. And who the hell is calling me? I know a dude that murdered his wife and rolled her in a rug and kept her in the flooring warehouse. What the fuck?
Do you know if anybody we went to high school with?
My cousin smokes orange flavored cigarettes. I can't remember the brand though. Orange. I would love an orange flavored cigarette, but I wouldn't smoke it. In Finland, vapes, weed are highly illegal. That sucks. I went to school with a girl who vanished. Her newborn. Nobody found the child. It's crazy. That's nuts. Oh, I just saw a TikTok right before I sat down to get on here, and apparently Casey, what's her name?
Musgraves.
No, not Casey Musgraves. The killed
Casey
Kaylee.
Anthony.
Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony's gonna sit down and like tell all.
Fly.
She's gonna sit down and tell all, and people think that she's gonna admit to it. There's nothing they can do either because it's double jeopardy.
Here's my issue with this Casey Anthony thing. She is alive and well over there in South Florida. The last I heard, she was like living in West Palm Beach, and she would frequent some of the bars and all of that. People would always take like videos of her. She at one time started a business for photography of children. And people were paying her to do that. It's very fucking creepy.
That's weird.
But so all these people are saying that they're gonna like catch her outside and all of that.
Kim sends her love.
Not one has caught her. And they've had every opportunity.
I like that story blows my mind still to this day. I'm ready for them to solve John Benet Ramsey's case. Have you guys seen that they want to do like the DNA sequence? I think that Casey Anthony would probably admit to it because she's a cocky bitch.
She can admit to it because they can't.
Love Spooky Movies. October is my favorite month. My favorite month too.
She could literally get on camera
fucking everything
and say that she would be fine.
Oh, hey, Monica. You guys, I have not shaved my face and it's so freaking itchy. Ugh. God, this looks terrible. I look like Snuffleupagus. Casey Anthony and Carla, no, Olga need to be taken out. Both spend a lot of time with kids still. Casey is definitely going to write a book. Like OJ wants a statute of limitation. Well, they can still. Well, I think it was an attorney that was talking about this. They said that a civil suit could still be brought against Casey Anthony, even if she were to like say, "Hey, I did this." So I mean, I think she'll eventually admit to it, though. When I worked at the gas station, I had a customer that said her dad was the suspect in John Bonet case. Well, you know what's crazy? Like a lot of people, there's people that will admit to things that they didn't do just for publicity, and I think that that's so weird. Like there's something mentally off about people that want to do that, like because that that not only like wastes resources with like police and investigations and things like that, but that also like puts the family back in that state of like going through all of that shit over and over again. Like Molly says, "Hey Nick."
Hey.
Tom says, "Hey Nick." Samantha
Abby.
says, "Hey Nick."
Hello.
Shadow say, "Hey Nick."
Hi.
Are you in there?
I said hi to Kim.
Oh. Honestly, Casey Anthony is a really, really sick individual. Yes, she is. Especially in prison, guys.
Can you imagine
They
her
claim
down
more
West Palm
crimes
Beach
for
taking
notoriety. Yep.
pictures of rich people's children?
Do what?
She was hired to take pictures of children.
Who was it? There was somebody that told us that they
Oh,
were.
and she was also a babysitter.
Well, somebody said that she
Imagine.
was actually she waited on them. They went to Chili's.
Yes, that was like before she did the.
Like she had went to Chili's and like Casey Anthony was like in witness protection, not witness protection, but whatever the protection thing is. And
Okay,
she was like a server at Chili's, and somebody noticed her.
What kind of witness protection is that they moved her 3 hours from the scene of the crime? Like,
How can someone sleep at night knowing they did that to their own baby? Exactly. Like, did you see all the stories about the family being mad over the new Dahmer series on that? Like,
yes.
how can the family like they raised a monster? Like, you have this man out here that killed all these people, and you don't want people to talk about it?
No, the victims' families are.
Oh, I thought that it was Jeffrey. No, I can kind of understand that because that could like reopen those wounds. That would be bad. I thought that
Well,
the
because
Dahmer family.
people are also like sexualizing Jeffrey Dahmer now because of
I will
Evan
never
Peters.
understand that.
Well, because of Evan Peters playing him.
Well, I mean, still
But-
though, like
It's still a little weird.
I went to dance classes with a girl whose mom was murdered. Like
We're gonna watch.
who was it? Ted Bundy. Like a lot of people were saying Ted Bundy was hot. I think Trisha was saying Ted. But like that's so weird to me. Like why would like they're like serial killers. There's nothing like hot about that. People would do that anyway. It's weird. They found out, and we all found out, and it's disgusting. They don't get therapy or compensation for the. See, that's exploitative. That's some bullshit. Like, I feel like the family should get some kind of like royalties. People are romanticizing them. It's weird. That is super weird. Sorry, guys, my phone's going off. Let me see what's going on over here. I feel like I look weird now without my glasses. I got this, like, I don't know what the bugs are, like, here in Dallas, but you guys, like, they eat me. Like, I noticed this in my video that I posted the other day because my arm went up. Like, this thing bit me, like, a week ago, and it's just now starting to heal. Like, the bugs here in Dallas are, like, awful. People are romanticizing Evan, not Dahmer. I mean, Evan Peters is a very good looking man.
Yeah, he is.
She can't admit to it because double jeopardy only applies when you have already served time for the specific crime. She can be retired for this if she admits guilt. She can. Oh, you mean retried? It says retired. Yeah. Well, I thought no. I don't think she can be retried, right? Double
They
Jeopardy.
wouldn't do it.
Double Jeopardy would apply, right?
I wonder what happened to her.
I've had hives consistently for a week now. You better go to a doctor, girl. Don't play with that. High blood pressure, potassium like bananas, draw them to you. Well, I don't have high blood pressure. I might have high potassium. I don't know. That's not true. She was already found not guilty.
But sometime in her life, it's gonna be like an OJ situation where he went to prison for like breaking in that person's.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that. Like normally, if they can't get you on one thing, they'll get you on something else.
They'll be looking.
But Casey Anthony would have to like really fuck up.
Oh, she will.
She would have to like really fuck up.
She will.
Okay, so if there's new evidence, they can. I'm gonna believe Monica and them. Oh, hey, Julie. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area too. What? Okay, well then tell me what it is. Like, there's flies everywhere. It doesn't matter where we go over here. There's always flies.
A ton of them.
Mosquitoes. Like, it's really crazy.
Oh, we need to change the bulb in the Dynatrap.
We need a screwdriver.
When I opened that base at the other house to try to like clean it out, a like cloud of mosquitoes lifted out of it and flew out.
Ew.
We were in it.
Am I Irish? My ancestry says I am, so I'm inclined to believe I am. I know that when I like bleach my hair and stuff, it turns red first, so I don't know. Nick, get your ass over here and join us. No bugs in southern Finland. Well, if you...
I'll be going there.
Well, maybe do me a favor.
Right.
You could pour me something.
Of course I will. Yes, indeed.
The willow flies where I am, it's nuts. They will swarm the convenience store. Like, I swear I've never seen this many flies in my life. It's nuts. I can't show it here, but we have that, like, salt gun thing. We try to get rid of them. It's like they multiply. It's so freaking weird.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, we didn't have to do
Oh. It's the South, honey. This ain't the Carolinas. This is not the Carolinas. You guys in Florida, not Florida, you guys in Texas have like these mutant bugs. Like I'd never seen a stick bug in my life until I lived in Texas.
Oh, and they're big.
I think they are horse flies. They're big ass flies.
No, horse flies bite.
Well, hell, I think that might be what bit.
Horsefly,
That's
well,
not a
you would
mosquito
know.
bite, bitch.
You would know if a horsefly bit you, it stings.
Well, I mean, like it's healed up now. It has like a scab on it, but like whatever the hell that is. And I hate using off. Like, I feel like that's poison. I hate spraying that shit on me. Y'all heard Ned from the Try Guys may have cheated on his wife. But is that really, like, surprising? Like, men are pieces of shit. I'm in the Midwest and we get huge, disgusting... We had centipedes, or was it millipedes? One of the pedes. We had it at Nick's mom's house. Nick stepped on one barefooted. Do you remember that?
Ew, it was disgusting. Right in the door.
It was gross. Like it stained the concrete.
It burned my skin.
It was disgusting. I hate using off too, so instead I just don't go outside after sunset. Problem solved. Well, we have these, my main concern is like really like mosquitoes. Like I'll deal with flies or whatever, but like we have this thing called a Dynatrap. It's actually sitting right here. That's what you see, because we haven't put it outside yet. But it attracts the mosquitoes to it because the light puts off like a gas, and then it has like this, and this is an attractant.
Just pull the Dynatrap up and show them.
And this thing's gross, guys, because it goes outside. But like, it's this thing.
So it sucks them in.
It has a fan in it, and it pulls the bugs down in it, and they get
You can
trapped.
see the bugs. Tip it back a little bit.
Look how like
you can see.
look
all
at
those
the bugs. This is from outside, obviously.
And
We
that's
haven't
just
put it
from
out there
like
yet.
like a week.
Yeah, this is gross. This thing really does work.
Now, and it'll get wasps and all that shit.
But I don't like using like off at all. Like I hate the way it feels on my skin. It like makes me feel weird. So I don't like using that shit. Horseflies do sting when they bite. Lemongrass oil repels a lot of flying critters. In Finland, there's almost no bugs anymore. I like it, but the seasons have also changed. Yeah.
Oh, Molly, they work. Because we have 2 of those big ones. And it's best to watch them on Amazon because they always go on sale.
Why is it inside? Because we haven't
We haven't taken them outside yet.
We haven't taken all of our shit is in this room
we
that
have
I'm
to,
in right
we have to
now.
change the bulb in it.
Because we moved yesterday and we just haven't set it outside. The bugs in there are dead.
But
it's like moths.
We also have the smaller version.
You have the small one too.
Yes. How adorable.
You can, I think they're on Amazon. You can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's. Amazon, but it sucks the bugs cheaper. Down in there, and then the fan basically dries them out. It kills them. It's worth the money. I think this big one's like $130.
I think I got it for like $119.
You can find it on sale, but this thing it works. I want to get a mosquito magnet though. The thermocell does not work. We have the thermocell.
It does work, but it just you go through so much of that stuff that you always have to.
I don't feel like it worked the way they said it does. Oh hell, just dip them in chocolate and have it. Ooh, John, that's gross. Girl, they're all like contained.
They're dead.
They're all fucking dead. Like.
They're dead. No, we would get like cicadas stuck to the top of it.
Oh my god, the cicadas here are terrible.
They wouldn't go through the little thing though. I think we should take out part of the grate because we're not going to stick our fingers down in there.
Hey, Jessica.
Hang it.
My grandparents got citronella tiki torch fluid for their backyard. We had tiki torches. I don't think that those things really do help though.
Yeah, I don't really think they work either.
My grandparents. I'm reading the same comment. Thermocell doesn't work on Florida mosquitoes. Yeah, we had a thermocell when we lived in Florida too, right?
Oh my god, Florida mosquitoes.
You love cicadas? Not me, though. You like that sound? That is like the worst sound ever. No. Tampa Bay being oh, they're evacuating Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Jacqueline hopped on the private jet again.
Girl, fuck Jacqueline. I'm worried about your dad.
Yeah, but he's not going to be where it'll be like that. He'll still get something very strong, but it's not going to...
I have to go to the store after I pick up Mason to get some cat food. Last hurricane supply. Girl, why don't you just Instacart it?
Grab some water, too.
I loved your Jenny Jones video. I was in the audience on the show. One of the makeovers, her makeup was cakey AF. That's funny. Hey, Dustin. Hey, Nick. Miss you guys. Seeing you guys, your unboxing reviews, Nick. Well, Savannah, you're in luck because Nick actually filmed one last night. Have you looked at Trishy Land recently? No, I haven't. That's what's so funny to me. Like, these people have all the time. I wish I had a fraction of the time that these people have to, like, follow people on the internet this way. I'm Dustin. I'm loving your new videos. By the way, glad to see your face again. Oh, thank you. Instacart's way too expensive. It is. What's the tennis-like racket Jeffrey has? I love that racket. It's called a Zap It. Imagine that, like going to the store, waiting, and all the water that you have is Dasani.
Ew.
That would be
Everyone's
terrible.
That's the only water that's available.
The
only water.
And how serious was your bit on Sinead broke my heart. I love her so much. That, like, Sinead O'Connor's story is so sad. It really is. And, like, I feel like she's really owed an apology because the way people treated her when she came out with that against the Pope, and now, obviously, like, all these years later, she was right. That's like, I don't like Courtney Love, but she was right about Harvey Weinstein. I went and looked after your video, and they post easily 10 times a day. It's wild over. Oh, shit. Everything new and old. It's just wild. I haven't. I don't, like, if I'm being completely 100% transparent, my life is so hell, like so much hell right now. I really don't look at the news unless it's like breaking news and it's trending on Twitter. I try not to even look at the news at the moment because my life is chaos. So I don't need any more. Yeah, there were a lot of people that liked that Sinead O'Connor video. I got a lot of like DMs like privately of people like saying how much they liked that
Oh,
video.
hey,
I really
Renelle, how
appreciate
are
that.
you?
Going to Walmart. You need anything? Oh, thank you, Iris. Are me and Nick still together? Are we still together?
Yeah.
I will throw the shoe at you.
Beach.
Yeah. A will to live, please. Shade. What's so funny?
I don't know.
Can you look at? I can't talk. Can you look into the murder conspiracy of Kurt Cobain? I don't know that
You
it's
know, I
real,
know
but is
nothing
it
about
interesting to see?
that.
There's a lot of things that I like. I've always thought that Courtney killed him.
He looked at me crazy the other day because I said I did not like Nirvana. I don't know anything of that story.
How can you like have grown up in the '90s and
I
not like
Courtney
Nirvana?
Love, though.
That's a choice.
Oh, I love her music.
No.
Not all of it. She had like 2 good songs, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
There's nothing anybody will ever say that will change my mind. Courtney did that, in my opinion. But she was right about Harvey Weinstein. You both are so cute together, even if Nick is not on screen. I know it's like the peanut gallery in here. He's just chiming in from the back. Chandra Levy? Chandra? Who is that?
I don't know. I just think that's how it.
Well, I went to school with a girl named Chandra. I grew up with a girl named Chandra, and it was spelled the same way.
Is it?
Yes. What? Like, what's his daughter's name? Bean? Frances Bean? Isn't that her name? I always thought it was, like, different. Well, I have a video, well, it's not recorded. I was talking about it earlier. I have a video about Mindy McCready. Like, I have a whole script ready. I just have to film it. But I don't know if people are going to watch it. But, like, I was really into Mindy McCready back in the day. If y'all know who it is. Dustin, did you see the Lifetime has already made a Gabby Petito movie? Feel like it's too soon. Her poor. You know, like, honestly, I would feel like, do you think Lifetime will give them money? If they're going to give them money and they, like, were in agreement with it, I think that that's okay.
I think
but
the family's upset about the movie.
I don't like, that's fucked up.
That's
then.
what I heard. That's a very quick production.
We're doing okay, Renee. I hope you're well.
Like, has it been a year since that? A full year?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hasn't it? Has it been a year?
When was all that going on?
I don't know.
Wasn't it
I feel like
this year?
That was last year, right? I don't know, but I know that it was like relatively like close in time.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's been a year.
Okay.
That's a very fast production.
We're staying in Airbnbs. We haven't found a place to live yet.
And that's mainly because for some reason in 2022 people don't want to allow pets.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me. Who in 2022 does not, unless you live like in a big city and like a high rise,
listen,
I understand it, but who doesn't want a loving dog?
We've been like negotiating too, like with people. We've offered like substantial amounts of money, like on rent and things like that.
Security deposit.
It's
like
nuts.
It's just crazy. But all of those houses are still on the market.
Yep.
It's been like a month, so that's nice.
Oh, well, have a good day, Savannah.
Then.
Don't work too hard. Anybody heard about the Keely Rodney case? Yes. I was actually thinking about talking about that. It is hard to rent with pets, but like,
Well,
who doesn't have pets,
I've
right?
never had an issue renting with a pet. It's just for some reason here in Texas,
You look like that meme.
it's difficult. It's weird because you would think that people would be more open to pets here because the majority of properties have property.
We
Like
are gonna buy a
houses.
house, NS. We're actually gonna have a house built, but we can't. We can't. Like, we have a lot of projects going on. We have our candle business. We have trying to find a house to live in, and then we're gonna like build a house. So we have all these different things we've got to like.
I mean, do y'all know the cost of lumber right now?
Yeah, the cost of lumber is like really
We're
high,
not
so it's good we're
this
waiting
much
anyway.
right now. But the housing market is going down, so
Yeah. Y'all should move to PA. It's cheaper up here. It would be way too cold up there. Oh. Renee said, "Would you guys consider doing van life and then documenting the process,
Right.
doing videos?" I would do something like that, but Nick's not going to do
a
something
van life. Okay, what kind of van?
like a Sprinter van.
I could do it in a Sprinter, like we were doing a road trip, and do it for like a month. I could do that, but something smaller than that, where the seats are uncomfortable.
I would listen. I would
would-
live in a tiny house
No.
on like 5 acres of land, and I would be happy as a pig and shit. As long as I had good internet service, I wouldn't give a shit.
I love that for you.
But what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna live somewhere where my neighbors are like 12 feet from me. I hate that.
I don't mind it when you're like inside the house, but I'm someone that really enjoys being like outside and sitting outside.
Nick is also very fucking loud.
No, I am not.
You are.
If anyone is loud, it's fucking Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, when she comes over
Vanessa
and
is
goes
loud.
outside, she is loud. I am not loud.
Nick needs his space to be comfy. I feel like he would get crammed and be over it. Vanessa said I wouldn't give Nick 2 weeks.
But I would try. I would give it a go. I'd probably be fucking
I would
miserable,
live in like a
but
tiny, like 500 or 600 square foot and be happy.
How much?
Like 500 or 600 square foot, like a tiny house. Bitch, those tiny houses are nice, and they're like $80,000. Michaela could buy a tiny house with one TikTok video.
Whatever the size of my apartment was in Houston, that size was like perfect for me.
Girl, that was like a 2,000 square foot apartment.
Yeah, that was like perfect. But it was just me. So now we need like 4,000 square feet.
If y'all are looking near Dallas area, Princeton is my fave to drive through. A Nick camping vlog would be hilarious.
We've discussed doing something like that.
I could totally do.
I wonder if
I
Deborah
could
and
totally
Crystal
do a
would
tiny
it.
house.
Because Deborah and me would be. Deborah and I.
Do what?
Deborah and I doing a camping video together would be funny.
There's not gonna. It wouldn't be camping. It would be glamping.
Well, no, we could actually do camping. That would be funny.
No, that sounds like hell.
Trying to set up a tent.
That sounds like hell. Honestly, Nick should just go live
Yeah.
in an outdoor patio and just get in.
I love sitting
egg-
outside. It could
get
be
him an egg
100
chair.
something degrees, and I will sit outside. Fucking
I
love
would
it.
like. I would totally like drive the U.S. and live in a van for like a couple months. That would be fun. I'd probably end up in a
I've
hotel.
always wanted to do like a road trip and see all the biggest things. You know, like the giant donut.
Yeah. If you fart, they can hear it and talk about you later. No, thank you. Tents are hard to put together, especially when you accidentally forget some of the pieces. No, Nick is one of those people that will put something together and he'll have like missing, like he'll have extra pieces.
There's just
When he's
one
done.
piece that's fucked up.
Excuse me.
And I
Damn.
try. It's just not my specialty.
I got the hiccups and I burped at the same time. That's gross. Excuse me. Tiny house would be fun. My parents just did that for their anniversary and they got their tent, truck, bed, and drove around the U.S. for a month. Hey, Mimi.
I have lived in a tiny house. I lived in.
Well, I didn't know that they made a movie so quickly, Monica. No, they just brought that up. Never read directions, but I never read directions together either. But normally, like I'll look at the picture, and if I can see the picture, I can put it together just fine. So proud of you for being so resultant. I lost both parents last year, and just wanted to say, hang in. Oh, thank you, Kaylin. I'm so sorry. We can all get tiny houses and make a traveling commune.
Good. I could not live in a tiny house.
I could totally.
And taller than the tiny house.
Maybe not like I could live in a tiny house, but like I would be happy. Like it would just have to be me, obviously. Like because Nick, we can't be in a house that's less than like
get you a shed.
we can't be in a house that's less than like 3,000 square feet. Me and Nick, because Nick orders so much shit, like boxes.
No,
You guys should see our recycling. Like the house would be just absolutely full.
I just need like a room that's where the packages get delivered to.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a room, a good sized room.
Because like Nick's favorite place is the kitchen, and if there's an island, that's where he's opening all his shit.
I'll buy it and I'll sit it there.
Always everywhere.
I'll just leave it.
When you said, "Hey Mimi," I was like, "Oh my God, Dustin knows my name." And I hate, like, I feel like I look crazy on this because I'm using my iPad and the camera's right here.
Yeah, it's a design flaw.
That is such a design flaw. Like, why can't they put it like up here? Because I look crazy. I should have just used my iMac. Oh, hold on. My retirement plan is van life. I doubt any of us commoners will be able to afford housing in 10 years.
Oh, once once the market drops, all of those
Thank you,
corporations are going to slide in and buy so many properties. They want to keep people renting.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like in the next 10 years, the housing prices, they're going to be so high, nobody will be able to, like, own. Unless you're, like, super wealthy.
It's going to be like $1 million for one bedroom.
My retirement plan is dying before my debt catches up to me. I mean, that's the way a lot of people, like, that's the way a lot of people go out, to be honest. Like, health-wise, we're okay. Like, it sucked because, like, 2 days after being COVID negative, the house burnt down, and then we got sick from something. I don't know what it was, and we were sick for, like, a couple weeks after that, too. No, the housing prices are going to crash, but then what's going to happen is all these banks and things are going to go in and buy them when they're, like, low. This hasn't happened yet. I feel like all these banks and all these different, like, investment companies are going to buy up all these houses when it plummets again, and then they're going to own everything. My husband and I have been trying so hard to get a mortgage for the past 8 months, and it's been discouraging. It's just, it's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'm just glad I sold my mom's house when I did.
Yeah. Now, what doesn't make sense to me is, like, you have somebody that has paid, like, let's say, like, $1,500 a month in rent, right? Why did they then have to go prove all this shit to get, like, $1,000 mortgage? Like, they've proven that they can pay the rent for, like, at $1,200 for, or $1,500 for X amount of time anyway. Why do they have to then prove all this shit? Why can't they just get a fucking loan? Like, apparently our generation's aging slower than the older generations too, so we're gonna be just script with thousands in debt still. My rent is $425 in Alabama, but I've been renting for 15 years, so no, you got lucky there. Oh, our candles are coming out, like, very soon.
We're hoping for November, but we took a pause on, like, getting things ready, obviously after the fire. But we are still hoping for November.
We're still pushing for November. We already have, like, our purchase order and all that stuff. It's just some,
do you think we
just
should
a few
launch
things.
on Black Friday?
Black Friday?
And, yeah. Because
I mean, we could.
The original date was November 13th that we wanted to launch.
Yeah, we were going to launch right before my birthday.
But if that's not possible, then maybe we could get it to whatever day it is. 25th? today.
I guess.
I'm very stoned.
The down payment part drives me crazy. Like, it doesn't guarantee someone won't default or file bankruptcy, and so many people can't just save $20,000. Exactly. We'll be the last to crash, but we will
Oh my god, I love
crash.
Berlin.
Greetings from Berlin. Just talking about Berlin yesterday. That's one of Nick's favorite places.
I love Berlin.
I paid $1,500 for a studio in Brooklyn. Yeah, apparently, like, up there, like, real estate's always been, like, super expensive. Thank you, Vicky. I'm doing okay. Would you hand over $200,000 without major background? What? Would you hand over $200,000? I'm not saying that there shouldn't be qualifications, but what I'm saying is if somebody has a track record of paying $1,200 to $1,500 a month in rent, why are banks then hassling them if they've been doing this for 5 to 10 years for an amount monthly that's lower than the rent they've been paying? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there shouldn't be like requirements, credit, eligibility, and all that shit.
We're thinking that the prices for the candles will be around $28.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, our candle is bigger, better quality than the competitors that are currently.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of thought put into these
as
candles.
we've done this and looked at everything, some of these creators out here that are charging for things are ripping y'all the fuck off. I'm just gonna say it.
Big time. Right. So I mean, like, there's always the bank isn't going to lose anything anyway because they're just going to take possession of whatever you default on anyway. So I mean, the bank is in a position to not really lose anything. Oh shit, this is moving so fast. I've never heard of Fragrant Jewels. I might have to check them out.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out.
Oh, where the hell did my chat go? I don't know what my blood type is. Coming up with 20% is next to impossible for me. I know my loved one at once. We're gonna do bundles.
We're launching 3 to start. One of them, it's a good range. I just say one of them is like a tribute to my mom. I don't want to give too much of that.
The cornerstone of everything.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, Jackie Ina's candles are just hype. They have no throw whatsoever. I tried to support her, but at a moment in time, I can't stand her. I haven't actually got to try those. I keep saying that I'm going to buy them and try them. I've smelled them, I think, in Sephora. I wasn't, like, blown away or anything. They're going to be good. They're going to be good. I'm excited about it. We've talked about this for such a long time. Freaking chat keeps going away. Like, I'm never doing this on my iPad again. It's freaking annoying. Like, it'll pop up and then it'll have like 3 comments and then it'll go up and then it'll go away.
So I feel like there's a lot of beautiful packaging, but the scents are just there. We're focusing more on the scents and the throw of the candle rather than packaging, because
the packaging's gonna be good though.
I love a gorgeous package, but you know what I do with that? I take the candle out and I throw it right in the fucking trash.
Yeah.
So it's that type of thing for us. It's still gonna look nice, like, don't get me wrong, but I mean, like, all this like crazy packaging that people do is like.
We might do wax melts. We're definitely gonna do room sprays eventually because I feel like room spray is just super quick, super easy. Oh, those candles are gonna have a good throw. Period.
That was the first question that I had for the person and the company that's going to be making these. It's like, the throw has to be out of this world. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not putting a candle out that it's like, okay.
We're on like our 3rd round of testing right now, if that tells you anything, like for like throw and stuff. I'm excited about your Kindle one, even though I just found out about them. I do love a minimal design. It's going to be a minimal design. Uh, the vessel is very pretty. Like, I can't wait to show that.
Yeah.
Nick did a good job picking that out. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Oh, is that a little fox? Good luck. I need all the luck.
There's like other things.
I don't want to give the name yet because I feel like if I give the name, people are gonna look because we've already made the social medias, we've already made all that stuff, and I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But it's coming soon. It's gonna be good. I have a good feeling about it.
We're also looking into. We haven't finalized it yet because we're still trying to figure out what this would even be. But we would like to take like a portion of proceeds for this first launch and donate it to a charity that works with people that lost everything in a fire. Yeah. Because we were extremely blessed. We didn't go without after the fire. Yes, we lost a lot of stuff. I lost my animals. It was a horrible fucking situation, 100%. But at the end of the day, we didn't stress about, well, where are we going? What's going to happen? Because we could go and get a hotel. Yeah. Now we're in an Airbnb and all that. There are people that literally lose fucking everything.
And don't have a dime.
Don't have a dime. And they're on the fucking street or sleeping in their car. So we want to do something like that.
Yeah, so I mean, that's important. Like, that was like one of the first things we talked about, like, after the fire, too, because we had a meeting about the candles and we were like, we want to start, like, donating proceeds for people that this happens to and they don't have anything. So this is so exciting. I'm always buying candles for my wife and
I would like to do a candle
We're launching
warmer.
In November, D.
I want to do like a candle warmer because there's no safer way
True.
to enjoy a candle than without a flame.
Oh, have a good day, Renelle. No, we don't have a wedding date yet.
Life has been a little stressful. Here.
Yeah.
It's been a very stressful.
It's like we got together and the world just like
shifted.
That did. Like, it looks like I have eye bags, like, looking down at this like this. I hate this so fucking bad. Dustin, what's the hair product you take for hair growth? You mentioned it a while back. It's Hair AF by Gerard Cosmetics. They actually, they have a code coming up in the next day or two where it's going to be 50% off, too. I don't know if you were in here earlier. I have, it's not really true crime, but like it's kind of like a biopic in my take on what happened to Mindy McCready because I used to love her music. Oh, thank you, Carlita. The world is showing you guys you're meant to be through so much, and you stood side by side the whole time. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I'm so tired of things making me stronger. Have you looked at the scents and containers Candle Science has? I use them as my supplier, and the throw is amazing. I haven't.
Yes, we did, Kevin.
Did you guys get engaged before Nick's mom passed away? Yes. We're gonna watch Dahmer like soon. Oh, you know what? We should watch that with Crystal and Deborah. What did you say Gerard is gonna have another 50% off? It's gonna be GC. They're gonna do, I believe, I don't know if it's running now or if it will be tomorrow, but in the next day or two, it's gonna be 50% off, like Hair AF and stuff. But I'm gonna watch Dahmer. But I think I'm gonna get off here because I need to go potty. I drink way too much Mountain Dew.
Not potty.
I'm gonna go get elevated. There's my 1 p.m. alarm because this is normally my alarm because I go to bed so late. I wake up around 1, but thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me for my little random impromptu like little live. I think I'm gonna start doing these a little bit more because it just feels like we can just chill and hang out and shoot the shit and talk together. So thank you guys for coming.
Bye, y'all.
I'm gonna go potty and I'll see you guys on